both Jakes.
Yeah.
Second one was definitely a Jake. Front one looked bigger, but I think he was a Jake too. I might be able to see them when they go through a different gap.
Yeah.
All right. So made our first eyes on some birds we can hunt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just got down to the property. It's opening day of the youth season, and Raya had was it district or state choir performance this morning.
Yeah.
So we are getting down to the woods at 11:30, and we haven't been able to scout, so this is our scouting.
Yeah.
Driving around, we just saw 2 Jakes coming out of the field into a property we can't hunt, but we know there are a lot in that area, so we're just going to cruise the whole place here. Start by looking, and then start doing some locating in different spots if we don't see anything to jump on. But we're just going to kind of take our time and figure out what we want to do. All right, it's go time. We drove the whole property. We saw those 2 Jakes right off the bat, but they went into where we can't hunt. Didn't see any other birds anywhere else, except we got to the last little spot, and I go, oh man, that looks like a good spot for them. And we pulled up a little farther, and there were 2 right down in this corner. They're in the bottom corner of that field over there. And so we're just gonna ease our way down in this bottom towards them. It was 2 hens, but it's a great area where there's usually a lot of turkeys, so we're just gonna sneak our way in there, call, listen, and just take it slow. Spring turkey hail, or sleet, I guess.
Yeah.
There's 2 strutters and 2 hens over there. We're trying not to move. We took a couple steps too far. We're probably gonna back around this hill and then come up from the ravine behind us and get set up a little closer to my right, and then try and call them back down into the corner over here. Alright, we got set up without spooking anything that we know of, except a deer. So we're all the way in the wooded corner, along the fence line where they were in the field. We're gonna try and call them back. They're gonna be coming from our left. And there's a big hill over here and some blowdown stuff. So they're gonna have to get around that. And then hopefully by the time they clear these trees here, Raya's able to get a shot. We worked into this spot, but it's so thick that we can't find a place to set up. And then there's a hen that just jumped up on a log about 60 yards in front of us. As soon as she moves, we're gonna go up to this tree right in front of us and and start calling. They're in here. We've got this field to the right that they could work around us and try and find us from the field too. But we're pegged by this hen right now. Actually, she doesn't see us, but we're stuck. Alright, we're set up in here. We used the car noise to get in place. And I'm hoping that they loop into the field here where he has a better shot, but they might come through all this thick stuff. They're not responding to calls yet. The toms just followed a hen back out in the field. They're strutting when I call, but not answering. Maybe we can get them to work their way up here. There's one. So I don't know if you can see. Try and get some video of them. The hens have made it back down to where that black dirt is. And the toms are starting to work that way. They're strutting when I call, but they're just gonna follow those hens. So we might go back to where we were before and just try and get in front of them again. There they are. But we gotta get out of here clean. Let's wait. Let's make sure they commit to going that way and the hens don't like get mad and come back. Try and find what hen's trying to mess with them. As soon as the hens totally commit, we'll commit. They're only out there, 150 yards, so they can hear us. All right, well, we're driving around, getting refueled. We have seen an unidentified male bird up in a field that we own. There's 3 turkeys up here that we're getting ready to go look and see what they are, but they're not really moving in a direction we'll be able to do anything with. Saw a lone hen in one of our fields, so we're just trying to hatch a game plan here. Those 2 toms were just glued to those hens, and the hens weren't having anything to do with us. So they worked off into that brushy field that was not our property. So, all right, we're gonna stop and see if we can see what these are. All right, we're heading into these woods. We saw a Jake up there at that point. We're gonna ease in here real slow and just hoot and call and work our way back into that corner because they roost in there a lot during the evening. So we'll just try and get in a place where they'll likely be coming to. Listen real good for any kind of hen response or cough. We're set up now in a prime location. We saw a Jake earlier out in that field. I think it was a Jake. Then when we were easing our way in here and getting set up, a hen came across there and into this corner. I don't know where she went. I think she worked out into the field there. But this is just a really, really prime spot with a lot of normal traffic. We haven't heard anything all day. Nothing has made a peep. So we're not really going off of that too much. Just gonna sit it out here and wait a little bit. It's a lot of thick stuff and a big blowdown. I think they're probably on this side of us. So they're gonna have to come around all that stuff into shooting distance before they even see our decoys. All right, quick update. We were leaving and we saw what we thought was a lone tom in a field, but he had to cross a hog wire fence and come into a pasture to get to us. And that wasn't gonna happen. So we ditched that idea pretty quick. And we were just leaving to go home. And we spotted another lone tom in the first place where we were this morning. So we're making that long walk all the way back in there to try and call him across the fence because he's by himself now.
With
Instead
about
of
an hour and 15 minutes left of legal shooting line.
Yep, so we're just gonna hoof it around there and try and call him into the woods or crawl up and shoot him in that field. Alright, we snuck in and have been calling for a while. There he is out there in the field. He definitely hears us and has gotten closer. But he must have worked out there a lot farther by the time we got back here. Or it's a different bird and there's one still pretty close to us. Somewhere that we can't see. I think we've seen about, 25 deer today? There's more deer coming across that brown field out there. What do you think we should do?
We can probably just sneak out, try not to spook anything. Doesn't look that old at all.
That's from this winter. Well, it's not a shed.
No?
It's a deadhead.
Mm-hmm. Pretty nice one, too.
Yeah.
Not in bad condition.
Squirrel's got the ends a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, he duped us again.
Yeah, he did.
We thought for sure he was heading for that corner, and he was apparently just staying out in the middle of the field like a smart turkey.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try and locate some stuff on our way out, but we snuck out of there a safe way. But man, things are tight-lipped today. I don't know that we're gonna even hear anything on the roost. Go get some food. Go out tomorrow night after church.
Yep.
All right.